Hey there, everybody. Steve Gonzer, physical therapist with Run Smart Online. I'm going to sit down for this one because if you watched my last video, I stepped on my Roomba and sent that around my office. I chased it around and tried to stop it. I want to talk to you guys about, it'll be pretty casual, like drinking my Tim Hortons and just kind of sitting here, but I want to share some research with you because it's really important, not only for you, but your parents or your friends about age-related muscle loss, and I want to share some research with you. But I'm just going to go right into it. And really, what the research shows is we get weaker as we get older. And this study came out, let me see if I can go to it here. Came out in oh boy, that's scary. Came out in 1990, so it's a little bit older, but it's still pretty widely used. And what it says is that it looked at older individuals. I do believe this is going to carry through, and I'm going to show you another study here in a minute. But elderly swimmers who are about in their late 60s, runners in their 70s, and strength training subjects in their late 60s as well. And what they did is they essentially looked at the muscle density, their cross-sectional density of their muscle, and wanted to see what's the difference between these groups. If you swim when you're older, if you run when you're older, and you strength train when you're older, what's the difference between the muscles in these individuals? And this is pretty common because we see runners over the age of 40 and 50, and really you're starting to get weaker. Once you hit the 30s, you're going to start losing your muscle mass. But what you're going to find is that people think I'm running, so I should be strong, and it's going to help my bone density, and it's just really, it's not true, and this research supports that. And what this found was that the key thing to maintaining your strength as you get older is weight training, is strength training, is body weight training. And it's not by using clamshells and things like that, but strength training. And that's what they found in this study, is that people who swam and people who ran really didn't have any difference in muscle strength than those who did nothing, really. And that's pretty shocking, right? Because you'd think you were strong, but aerobically you might be strong. But this research supports the fact that strength training needs to come definitely in the older population. I advocated for people over the age of 40. Really, anyone should be strength training. But this was a great study that showed that. So if you're thinking about, okay, I need to thwart injuries, I need to stay strong, I want to stay on the road, you can't just rely on your running. And I think a lot of people start to realize that as they get older and you get more prone to injury. I mean, research has shown that 80% of people are injured every year as a runner. And how do you stop that? Is you stop that by smarter training, you stop that by strength training. And I'm going to show you some strength training stuff. And I did the other day with the squat. But this was a great article. Then there's another one that looked at, let's see, let me go to this. So this is a study that's a little bit more recent, 2008, and they looked at elite male athletes and the age-related changes in performance and skeletal muscle structure and function. The whole article is here, and what you'll find in this, just to kind of sum it up, is that as you get older, let's see, where's that chart? As you get older, you can see once you hit 40, your strength just starts going downhill, and what ends up happening is you look at the control here. Oh, go up a little bit. The control versus the weightlifters. We know from the last study that people who run are no stronger than people who don't run. And weightlifters not only start off from a better spot, but as they age, they're just relatively stronger. And that's what this supports up here. So if you go to the conclusions, it talks about the loss of fibers can be buffered by some degree of hypertrophy. So it talks about hypertrophy here, which is essentially the building up of muscle fibers. And what we're looking for is the fact that you're going to lose, you're going to have loss of fiber numbers. So when you're looking at your muscles, they have all these fibers in them that run from point A to point B, and you're going to lose those fibers as you age. But what this research supports is that you can strengthen the existing ones with strength training. And that's really, really important if you're looking to PR this year, finish a race, stop getting injured. It's all very important stuff. So how do you do this? How often do you need to strength train? Does it need to be every day? Obviously, you would rather be running, right? You're a runner, probably why you follow this page. So what I recommend for all my athletes is to be strength training twice a week. And that could mean that you drop one garbage run a week. And if you do that, I think you're going to find that you're going to be a lot healthier and a lot less injury prone if you do that, but you're also probably going to be a little bit faster because you're going to be bringing more muscle to the table. And I'm not talking about being one of these gym rats, you know, carrying around creatine in a water jug and grunting when you lift weights. I'm talking about just some functional strength training that mimics running, so that when you strength train, it'll carry right over to the road and you'll be a faster, stronger runner because of that. So we have some programs. I want to show you some of the moves here. So this is part of our members area. Let me zoom out of this a little bit. This is our members area for our website. So I'm just gonna go to some of our strength training workouts. We have a couple, and we have a Run Form program, but we have Basics Boot Camp and Run Smart Prime. I'm gonna show you, and Run Smart Yoga. So these are our three key strength programs. But Basics Boot Camp, essentially, there's 6 workouts here and 12 workouts here. Is this, let's see if I can just jump forward and make sure that this is muted. It is. Okay, good. So you're going to see in this workout, let's see if I can line this up for you guys. Probably not going to play now. Come on.
Do is take the shoe off, and then you really get locked in and you're unable to use your shoe for stability.
Training, a lot of
2 more.
Single leg training,
and we're going to stay on this foot. Now we're shearing, so now we're touching the there's slow and controlled. Good. Left arm comes forward, like we're running in place, Terminator style. Go ahead. All the way through.
Doing these type of movements, and you're laying on your back and you're doing clamshells.
We're going to keep going. I'm going to tell you
and stuff like that, and a lot of
what we're looking for posture-wise, and then come back up to straight. We're not going backwards yet. Lunge with the right, reach with the left.
Adopt moves like this one here, as the dynamic lunge. Some of the other programs we have, which are like kettlebells. Kettlebells is a great way to build your strength. This is another workout that we use. But if you're not on this, at least start thinking about doing some of these dynamic movements and incorporating kettlebells into your training, because this is how you're going to get stronger. This is how you're going to get faster.
Warm up.
So
and get ready for the meat and potatoes. And as we do these, don't let your knees cave
through what not to do. Here's a really tough.
Keep your balance. You might notice a difference between side and side.
But this strength stuff that we see on the site is really important. And you have to build up the existing muscles that you have. And I think you're going to find that you're a lot stronger for it. So twice a week, focus on hip and core. We talked about that previously. Dynamic movements on your feet. If you want some help with this, go ahead and click on the link in this post, and you'll get $1 access to all these strength workouts, plus the training plans that I've been going over. You can build a training plan that actually incorporates the strength stuff into your workout. And I think you're going to find that it's going to benefit you quite a bit. The research supports it. It supports it when we see it in the clinic and what I've seen over the last decade as a physical therapist. But hopefully that helps, and just really be committed to including some strength training in 2019, because that is going to be the key for you PRing, training smarter, getting your mileage in without getting hurt. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'd be happy to answer those in future lives, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow with another live, maybe with some new exercises for you to try. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye.